Hello everybody and welcome back to Crusader Kings, where we're currently working on conquering the Italian peninsula. I would like to dismantle the papacy, if that is at all a possibility. We'll see about that. For now, I'm going to pop down here real quick and see if there's anything to spend our money on. Not really. Okay, so in that case, can we attack Sardinia and Corsica yet? No, we can't. We could attack Piedmont. No, we have a truce with them as well. Francia? Nope, we have a truce with them as well. Okay. That's interesting, to be sure. Let's see. Who else might we want to attack over here? I mean, there's Lotharingia, for sure. But we're probably going to do our kingdom invasion on them next, because that's a whole big thing. There's also the Kingdom of Bavaria over here, which would be a pretty good kingdom-level realm to attack, actually. Be a very good one, in fact. We may end up wanting to chill until we have some truces gone. That said, we could attack Tuscany. Which of these duchies would we prefer? Probably the Duchy of Tuscany. That would create some, holes, though. Yeah, honestly, I think we're just going to wait. We're just going to wait until we have some truces that are dealt with. These will be done... Who was granted independence? He's in our realm. Okay, never mind. Okay, let's see here. Piedmont, 4 years. 5 years up there. I don't care. Holstein, let's see, we need to look at all of these. Truces, yep, Piedmont, 4 years. Who else? Francia, 22 months. Yeah, okay, I think we'll just wait then. And our Chancellor can definitely be this guy. He will do. We've kind of got access to 230,000 troops right now. And most of these structures are at this point maxed out or incredibly close to it for our tech level. And our tech level is very close to maxed out as well. Royal Armory will be done in 4 years, Primogeniture in 3. Okay, this sounds good to me. Now, I wouldn't necessarily mind attacking, like, for example, Thuringia up here. This is not a terrible idea. We're going to do it. Let's just get that dealt with. We can get a stewardship lifestyle perk. And we'll go ahead and grab positions of power. Hello, pause menu. Wonderful. Okay, so about 10,000 troops. I want to have at least 20,000 here. And we're going to raise a few more than this, up to about 40,000 so that we have 20k when we split it in half. There we go. We'll put this guy in charge, and chances are even, but honestly, I'm okay with that. I'll take even chances here. We win. It's over. Okay. Sounds good. Well, there's that war done. Not really anything else that needs to be done there, although we can speed it up, to be sure. Especially now that our men-at-arms are here. So, all I'm going to do here... Oh, I wanted to say, I finally got around to reading the latest dev diary. One thing that is in there that I'm very happy to see is a only raise men-at-arms button. Oh, I'm so glad to see that. So glad. What is not in there that hopefully will eventually get in there is a move all levies button. Or maybe they just haven't, they maybe just haven't announced that. It may be in, but we'll see in the next patch. But just having the raise all men-at-arms button, that's going to be a big deal for us. But it would be so convenient to be able to move all of these levies in a single click. Because all I want to do here is I want to move all of the levies into their own army and disband only the levies. Oh, and it will raise your knights with your men-at-arms as well, so don't worry about that if you're doing raise-only men-at-arms. So that's fantastic. I was very, very happy to see that. And we're going to continue to get rid of these levies. This would be so much better if there was a move all levies button, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? Okay, so these guys are going to walk away. These guys are going to head up over here. Fantastic. And we're just going to siege this down nice and quick. Get rid of all of these guys. There we go. We got another daughter. I want to double check our succession. Okay, we need to deal with this. This guy has intelligent. This guy does not. I think we immediately know who we want to disinherit here. That said, that may be the last time we ever disinherit anyone. We'll see. Because we will take primogeniture once it is available to us. Now, we may want to attack Anhalt here. Yes, the de jure Duchy of Anhalt. I like it. We'll go ahead and do that, and we will raise up our troops right here. 20 months. Oof. Yeah, I probably should have thought of that. That's okay. We'll have plenty here. No concerns whatsoever. We can start slow sieging. I'm going to split this in half soon. Hopefully our men-at-arms will show up sooner than our others, because we did put them down after the war. So that would be nice if they did. Yeah, I don't... Yes, this is perfect. This is perfect. That's who I wanted. Okay, we're going to immediately split off our bombards. And about 10,000 troops worth of levies. Maybe a little more, like that. I like it. They're going to go up to the capital. These guys are going to head up here and fight. So this actually ended up working out absolutely perfectly. I like it. That is very, very good for us. We're going to pursue these. And yeah, this siege is going to finish up extremely quickly. So down we go. And we may catch them here. I think we do. Yes, we do. Fantastic. And we're just going to continue sieging over here in the war goal. That should be absolutely fine. That is a stack wipe. That's huge. Now, he does have 2,500 troops. I expected him to have another 10k. Fascinating. With that being the case, we may as well put these guys down. Our brother died from his internal injuries. I didn't even realize he had internal injuries. Okay. So we are, of course, going to hand these on out. Wonderful. And that will put us up above our vassal limit. No shocker there. Excellent. Can we grant these over to... Oh, we can't, actually. We could usurp the Duchy of Anhalt. This guy's in another war. Okay. We may have to create some titles here. This duchy. Okay, sure. We'll create that, and that goes to this guy. No, not the Empire of Hispania. There we go. That's more like it. And how are we doing? 3 direct vassals above? Okay. Duchy of Holland. We'll create that. And we will grant that to this guy. He'll remain our vassal. That didn't transfer any vassals with it, sadly. The Duchy of Savoy. Will this transfer any with it? Hopefully. 3. Perfect. That is exactly the number that we needed. Okay. That's wonderful. We can ransom off these prisoners, although we don't really care about this cash, in all honesty. What is the education situation of our son? This is the guy that we sent to university, correct? I believe so. And he's on a stewardship education. So that should be just fine there. So there is an halt in our territory. What is this over here? This guy should definitely be in our territory. Okay, let's go ahead and push this. Hello, pause menu. Okay, let's get this cleaned up, squared away. We're going to want to attack Francia again quite soon, of course. Just waiting on that truce. Now these guys are going to march in on us, I'm assuming. They should. Oh, we're on speed 1. No wonder things are feeling really slow all of a sudden. They could have absolutely beaten us before we had the troops here. And they should have. But they didn't. They didn't bother trying. And now the war is already over for them. They can't win it. Just waiting on men-at-arms. That's all we're waiting on here. They'll show up one of these days. Which day? I don't know. One of them. Oh, our bombards are here. You know what? I'm not going to wait on the rest. I'm actually slightly surprised that the bombards are here, but sure. That'll be fine. So we'll just crush this force and siege this down really fast. Wow. Incredibly fast, actually. There we go. Disband our troops. And we need to hand off a vassal, but we can transfer this guy to East Francia, and that is exactly what we're going to do. Okay, Francia. We're still truced with them. Noted. So I guess we should actually attack these guys. Lusatia. We're now irritable. That's okay. Yeah, that's not the most efficient that I've ever seen, but I guess we'll get it done. And we will raise up our troops, say, here. How long will that take? 10 months? Sure, no problem. Yeah, they're on their way over. I don't exactly care. How many total troops do they have? 43,000? Not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. I would like our men-at-arms to show up. We'll see when they actually do. Just kind of wandering around over here right now. Interesting. I guess they're going down to Bohemia, or... I mean, Bohemia is their ally here. We have 100,000 troops up. I'm going to go ahead and split some of these, and... Actually, our bombards are here. So I'm going to send the bombards over here along with... which force do we want here? We want this one. And I'm going to split that in half, and we're going to send these guys over here. These guys, they're going to chill. And these guys... Well, actually, yeah. This... Hang on. What have I done? These guys are heading over here. Only these guys. Yes. Okay. And these guys are also heading over here. There we go. I figured it out. Perfect. Okay, so our men-at-arms are not here yet. Honestly, we don't need them. We're going to head down over here and see about fighting these guys. We've got plenty of troops to make this happen. And we're just going to siege up here in the meantime. Should be completely fine. Yeah, absolutely no issues here. Like, this is going to be a stack wipe. I'm quite certain of that. Right? Not quite a stack wipe, actually. I did expect that to be a stack wipe. But it's not, like, necessary to the war plan or anything, so it's all completely okay. Not too concerned. We're going to come on up over this way, see if we can fight the bulk of their force before they come up here, ideally. Yeah, this is completely okay. No concerns whatsoever here. This isn't going to be a stack wipe either, just based on the kill speed. It would have been if we had had our men-at-arms, but I was impatient. It's all good. You guys stay. Thank you. There we go, we're at 73%. And we're going to get some shiny new territory. And I think after this one, we'll probably just chill and attack France when our truce with them is up. Which is actually now. Our truce with them is actually up now. So no chilling necessary. That's fantastic. We'll just finish up the siege here. That'll at least get us ticking war score. Okay, that does finish the war. Fantastic. And we'll disband those troops, and we will, of course, hand these out. Wonderful. Okay, and then our vassal limit. Right. I mean, we can usurp the Duchy of actually, we can create the Emirate of Anhalt. We'll grant that off to, say... Actually, we're not going to grant that to anyone in particular. We're going to grant it to this guy. Or not anyone at random, I mean. We're going to grant it to this guy. Okay. We do need to create another one. Duchy of Provence. Okay. We'll create that one. And we'll hand that to this guy, of course. 3 vassals we'll transfer with. Okay. Perfect. Okay. So at this point, I kind of want to continue to attack Francia, although they lost some territory up here. No doubt about that. Okay. We could seize the Emirate of Upper Lorraine from them. Or we could go for the Duchy of Upper Burgundy, which I suspect is what we're actually going to do. Let's see here. Yeah, I think we'll go for Upper Burgundy. So we'll declare that. This isn't going to be particularly challenging, of course. We're just in cleanup mode pretty much right now. It is convenient that there's a lot of different realms over here that we can fight. There's no doubt about that. Sardinia and Corsica, we're only 2 wars away from fighting them. Well, that was rude. They literally stood right on our gather point. It's fine. It's completely okay. Gonna split this in half at this point. These guys, they're gonna chase down that army. These guys, they are waiting for the men-at-arms. Yeah, that's what I thought. Get out of here. Letting them lock in. There we go. Men-at-arms up here yet? Not yet. They'll get there soon. And we did catch this force. There's our men-at-arms. I honestly don't really care too much about our cash. We're doing great on our cash. New stewardship lifestyle perk. We'll take soon forgiven. Not that that's super helpful for us right now. Okay. And have to close this and reopen it. There we go. And there's that finished. Fantastic. We'll grant this out to, say, this guy. Wonderful. Francia is looking pretty small at this point. So who can we fight next? Piedmont? No. Sardinia and Corsica? Yes. Okay. Sounds great to me. And yep, Sardinia is, or rather Corsica, is indeed the island that I want to declare on here. Fantastic. And we'll do exactly that. Honestly, this is one of those where I would like to just raise men-at-arms, I think. That would be very convenient. But it's not the next patch yet, and so we'll just have to settle for this. And that's okay. Any moment now, the men-at-arms should pop in. And we'll see when they arrive. There they are. We'll stop gathering, and we are, of course, going to move our men-at-arms off over here. And I do want a few levy troops in this army, actually, now that I look at the actual size. I think I want this to be something along the lines of, wasn't it like 20,000 that I wanted it to be? Something like that. I don't know why I'm asking you that, because I didn't communicate it. But I think 20,000 would be a reasonable number. So let's just get these guys over to here like so. Okay. And then these guys, they are, of course, going to come over here and land. Fantastic. Once again, we will just plow through this incredibly quickly. Once we get around to arriving there, anyway. I do want to pop over to our capital here real quick. We do still have some upgrades to work on in Duolo, but everything else, I believe, is maxed out. Hello. Okay. This seems fine to me. We'll just siege this. See if we can force them into doing something here. I mean, ultimately, we're just going to walk over here and fight them, right? This is our next siege location, so this is where we're going to go. There's our breach. And there's our occupation. Excellent. So in we go. There's nothing that Sardinia and Corsica can do about this. This is just not going to go well for them, and it's going to go even worse for them next war. Like, tremendously worse. That was a bit of a numerical advantage, but our troop quality is substantially higher than theirs. There's primogeniture. Okay. So, only this guy is currently opposing this. I'm going to send him a gift, and now he approves. We're going to switch over to primogeniture. And there we go. Now we no longer have to worry about disinheriting people. It's convenient, but disinheriting isn't the end of the world. It certainly is convenient, though, especially for working on our renown, right? Because our dynasty tree is not super filled out because of it. But that was a sacrifice I was very willing to make. So yeah, I think that we'll work on taking over the Italian peninsula and maybe dismantling the papacy if we can at all help it. Is that decision appearing yet? No. We may not actually hold any titles in the Italian region just yet. I believe that we do not. However, I think that Sardinia and Corsica are within the Italian region. And so I believe that it may appear after this war. Maybe. Maybe. We'll have to see. But this is our primary goal right now. And that actually didn't quite finish off the war. I'm a little bit surprised by that, but we'll just finish off this last siege down here, and that should do the trick. Put this guy in as our spy master. Wonderful. How old are we? We are 45. Of course, now that we're on primogeniture, our succession is always secure. This is fine. I don't care about that. We're going to continue sieging over here. These guys are 7 months away from their siege. Yeah, we totally win this. They actually, after this, they lose to ticking war score if this doesn't give us enough, which I believe it may. Yeah, this should give us enough. Fantastic. Okay, we'll enforce those demands and send our troops home, and we'll hand this off to other people. Fantastic. And this guy next, and finally this guy. Now, of course, we are going to need to create a duchy over here. There we go. And we do have a kingdom that we can create too, which is actually a really, really good thing for us. I really very much do want to create that kingdom. That kingdom goes up here. And we will grant that off to this guy. And only one person will be transferred as a vassal. That's a little bit rude, to be sure. But we can grant some vassals off. And we need to grant one more. Okay, there we go. Fantastic. Now this up here is continuing to expand. Our vassals are pushing our borders up here. So that is absolutely fantastic. I like how we've got the triple air going on here. Actually, quadruple. Quintuple! There's one here too. Fantastic. And if we zoomed in... Ooh, there's one here too. If we zoomed in, I'd probably continue finding airs around. But things are definitely going pretty well. I'm interested in attacking Piedmont next. However, it is time to put a cut in here, so I'm going to go ahead and do that. And next episode, we are going to continue pushing into the Italian region. You can leave your offerings to the engagement gods in the form of likes, comments, subscribes, and bell ringings, and I'll see you all next time.